Hey everybody, this is Wayne from the Wayne and Kate Show, and I have a quick thought for you on this Monday night. Now, some people say that Jesus never actually claimed to be God. That's one of the criticisms that we sometimes hear from skeptics about Jesus, is that he never really claimed to be God. And so maybe he's a teacher, a good teacher, maybe he's a prophet or something like that, but he's definitely not God. However, they are mistaken, because Jesus actually did claim to be God. And if you go to John chapter 14, Jesus is talking to his disciples, and in verse 7, he says, "If you know me, you will also know my Father." Now, it's important to understand that all throughout his earthly ministry, Jesus often referred to God as his Father. Okay? So when he uses that term, he is talking about God. He says, "If you know me, you will also know my Father. From now on, you do know him and have seen him." "Lord," said Philip, "show us the Father, and that's enough for us." Now, this is important, because when Philip said, "show us the Father," he was referring also to God the Father. He wanted to see God. And Jesus said to him, "Have I been among you all this time without you knowing me, Philip? The one who has seen me has seen the Father." In other words, Jesus is the physical representation, the physical form of God. He says, "The one who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, 'Show us the Father'? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me? The words I speak to you, I do not speak on my own. The Father who lives in me does his works. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. Otherwise, believe because of the works themselves." And so Jesus says, hey, the things that I say, they come straight from the Father. And almost everyone, even the religious leaders of the day, understood that Jesus spoke with an authority that was unlike any other religious leader in the world at that time. And the reason is, I like to say that the other religious leaders of the day spoke with the authority of a commentator, but Jesus spoke with the authority of the coach. The religious leaders of the day talked about the Bible, or what they had as the Bible at that time, the Word of God, but Jesus talked as the author of the Word of God, because he was the author of the Word of God. So he says, believe because of the things I say, but if you don't believe because of that, at least believe because of the things that you have seen me do. So Jesus demonstrated the fact that he was God by the miracles that he performed. And so here we have it very clearly. Jesus says that he and the Father are one, that he is in the Father and the Father is in him. So there you have it. Jesus actually does say that he is God. And so that completely does away with the idea of Jesus being a good teacher or a good prophet. Either Jesus is literally God, as he says he was, or Jesus is a crazy lunatic that does not deserve any of us to follow him. I prefer to take him at his word and to trust in the miracles that he performed to demonstrate that he is indeed who he says he is. He is God, come to man in the form of a man, Jesus. So anyway, I hope that encourages you. Hope that it reminds you of who you serve. Get in the Bible, study it. It's great stuff that'll change your life. Have a good night. Leave your questions and comments below. Watch, like, share, subscribe, and tune in tomorrow to hear a quick thought from Katie. Have a great night. Bye.